Welcome back everyone, welcome back to the Little Red Ninja Allotment channel, and a Happy New Year to everyone. I do apologise for not posting any videos lately. The reason is I had an absolute shocker of a Christmas and New Year. I came down with a cold, and not any normal cold. I came down with a Supercold, and it wiped me out for an entire month. It was a pain in the backside. So over December and over the New Year, I haven't been able to do anything over on the plot, or even sow the seeds I was going to sow in my last video, which is a pain in the backside. It really did do me in, and it wasn't nice at all. And this is the first time I've managed to get over to the allotment on the Saturday, just before I upload on the Sunday. And another thing that's also stopped me coming over is the poxy weather, and we've had an unbelievable amount of rain and cold, but mainly just the rain and not being able. So I've come over today just to check the plot to see what it's like, and as you can see, one thing I was going to replace is being walloped by the weather, and yeah, I can chuck away that frame but keep the netting, because that netting is still intact. But in today's video I'm just going to show you the jobs that I was going to do in December, what I will have to do in the next week or so. Hopefully the rain will keep off, but I hope everyone is well and looking after themselves and staying dry and staying warm and not having this super bug which is going round. But let's crack on and show you what I need to do. So let's crack on. Now, the first job I need to do this week is sort this out. As you can see, the frame has snapped. That's okay, because I'm going to replace it with wooden battens and make a harder, stronger support for this netting, so I'm able to lift it up rather than take it apart when I look at the plants inside. But looking at some of the plants, these florets have got some, so I might have some for a Sunday roast, not tomorrow or today, maybe next week. But everything else in there needs to be thrown out. Ooh, do I see some Brussels sprouts? I do, but they might be used, but some of them have blown. So I might use those, but all that needs to be sorted out, as well as giving my blackcurrant bush a trim. That definitely needs doing. I've collected some more leaves there, another half dozen bags, and I've recycled these bags because I've put them in the polytunnel, and the polytunnel has survived yet again a load of dodgy weather, so that's pretty good. Another job that I need to do is just tidy up my comfrey. As you can see there, the new growth has started already, right smack bang in the middle, right there. So that needs to be tidied up, and stick that in a compost bag so it rots down. The pallet collar bed needs to be cleared out completely, because I was going to do that on New Year's Day, and that didn't happen because of this poxy cold that I had. Just a few running repairs, some more bags of leaves that need to go into the leaf mould bin. Let's have a look around here. Strawberries definitely need sorting out, because I did start on these strawberries, and I just felt really rotten the day I started doing them. So I really need to sort these strawberries out. But in upcoming videos, I've got all sorts of weird and wonderful videos for all you to watch. Some about strawberries, some about that pallet collar bed, and a few experiments I'm going to do. But I'm also going to do some trials on some Christmas presents. I'm not getting paid for the trials on these, but what I've got will help with my leaves and my leaf mould bin. So that will be a trial, and I'll give you my full honest review on the product that I've got, and hopefully it'll work a treat. It says in the booklet it does what it says, but wait until I get my hands on it and have a go. But that's in an upcoming video. The parsley over there has been flattened by all the rain, as you can see there. So cut that down, and wow, I just need to have a sip of coffee to keep myself warm, because I don't really want to get a cold again. So I'll be right back. Well, just looking at the garlic here, considering all the rain that we've had and wind and, well, whatever winter can throw at the plot, the garlic are fantastic, which is a blessing really. I'm so thankful this garlic is doing really well. That I need to crack on with, but that will be done when the weather is a bit more agreeable, because at the moment it's looking like it's going to rain again. Rain, rain, go away. Really go away. My no dig bed, my first one that I did, is got a few surface weeds, but it's looking really good. Nothing has dug it up like local foxes or anything else like birds. That area I need to completely take out and refresh. I think I know what I'll refresh that with, but I'll tell you that in another video. All my onions are persevering. They haven't been drowned by all the wet weather we've had. And one thing that has suffered is the broad beans. They've been absolutely devastated, mainly because of we had a cold snap before Christmas, and it's the first time I've checked them since then, and there are a few plants that have survived just, and I've got new growth on it, but yeah, I think I need to reevaluate me growing broad beans, because every time I start broad beans something happens, and I do everything correct. So slightly annoyed with broad beans, but the vertical pallet where I'm going to have my my parsnips this year, carrots are still in there and have grown a little bit more. They don't get the moisture like the rest of the plot does, because I've covered it with this glass panel, and they're doing alright. I checked one, and it's pretty healthy, hasn't been eaten or munched or anything like that by rats or mice, so quite happy about that. So all in all, it's just the time I need to sort everything out on here, and to start my seed sowing. But I think I'll leave seed sowing for the moment. I probably am about 6 weeks behind on quite a lot of stuff, but it will soon catch up. It always does, especially on this plot. But there's one other thing I need to check, so be right back. And the one thing I do need to check is to see how this compost is. And as you can see, that is ready to be used, which I said in a previous video I shall be using that in my bed right there, just to raise up the soil level, because that soil has sunk, and it's sunk about a foot. So all the compost in there should fill it up, and a lot more. So I'm quite happy. I thought it would be a lot worse. I'm not going to go into the polytunnel today because it is just completely full with leaves, bags of leaves, and you don't really want to see those because you've seen these lot that I've collected since the last video. But in some other videos that I will be doing some homemade fertilizer for a lot of stuff. I shall be redoing all my strawberries that I've got in the polytunnel. They will be readied to grow. Well, they are growing now, but I need to ready them for the growing season. Like put them in hanging baskets, but there's also a few tricks that I will show you with the strawberries. But there's other things as well. You know, lots of homemade fertilizer I will be making, and I will show you how I do it. But if you like this video, please do smash that like button and the subscribe button. And I do apologise for not posting any videos over Christmas and the New Year, mainly because of this super cold silly thing. But hopefully I'm fighting fit now, so I can crack on, because this year lots are going to change on the plot. I mean, lots of things. What you see now, it will be hopefully totally different in 6 months' time. So hopefully, with the weather being agreeable and not raining all the time, I'll be able to get them done, especially down the bottom of the plot, and also show you some tools that I've got with some experiments. But until then, this is Paul from the Little Red Ninja Allotment channel. Little Ninja is not here today with me because it's too cold and he doesn't like the cold. He's keeping someone company. So let's crack on and see what else I need to do. Sort out all my seeds, I think, that I will be growing, and I won't be growing that much this year. Only the seeds that I really do need, because the tomatoes will be a must. There'll be peas, will be another thing, potatoes, and strawberries, and also parsnips. But I will probably have about 12 veg items I will be growing this year, because I want to concentrate on changing this plot all around. So until then, this is Paul from a very wet, very windy and very cold Little Red Ninja Allotment channel, and I'll see you in the next video. But also one last thing, thank you very much for all the new subscribers joining my journey. You are very welcome. And all the ones that like my leaf mould videos, don't worry, I've got plenty of those coming, so hopefully you'll enjoy them. And also I'm going to be making a new leaf mould bomb for my leaf mould bin, and that will be interesting. So until then, look after yourself, and I'll see you the next time. Bye for now. We'll always get back and have a proper hot coffee. It's cold.